Hello, folks, and welcome back. Tonight, we're going to look at the last battle of the AT8. Yes, this is the last battle that I will play in my beloved AT8. For those of you who didn't know, I've been grinding my way very slowly up the British tank destroyer line because I've been running like 8 different tanks and grinding them all at the same time. So it takes a long time when you get a bunch of stuff you're working on. This tank, though not a game changer for sure because it's too slow, is a tank that I really have come to enjoy. You know, it is a tank destroyer and it needs to be played like a tank destroyer, even though it has very heavy armor, which is a little different than most tank destroyers. It still has a lot of weak spots that are very easily hit when in close. So you still have to stay back and snipe with it. Now, fortunately, the last gun that you get is extremely accurate, and it has a decent amount of pen, so you really can kind of sit back and just peck the heck out of people, and that's what this is good at doing. It's not an alpha tank for sure. It's not like the ISU series or the the newer German tank destroyers with the high alpha guns. It's pecker. it takes little bites out of things. So and one of the downsides with all of these British tanks, of course, is that this turret, and it seems like on this one even more so than the AT2, this turret's pretty soft. And when you're in a hull down position, that's the first thing that the enemy gets to see. So you have to expose your delicate spot first, instead of, like on a lot of the German tank destroyers and Soviet tank destroyers, the soft spot's down here or, over here or here. In the case of this tank, it's here, and that's bad. And everybody knows where to shoot it. In this day and age, it's, obviously you can get broadsided too. I mean, if you have your side to somebody, they're going to go right through. Even though it's 101 penetration, the tanks that you're facing, most of them have over 110. So unless you're in a tier 6 top tier battle, you're going to get penetrated by most of the stuff you run into. So now the front, with its 200 armor, I think probably most of it's not 200, but sections of it are. If you stay back and you snipe from the back, you will be able to bounce a lot of shots. And I've gotten a couple, what do you call them? Pardon me. The Steel Wall Awards playing this tank. So it's kind of funny to get a steel wall in a tank destroyer. So like all the other British tank destroyers, this tank has very awful speed. It is really, really slow. Once you get to the AT2 and going on from there, they just crawl. So you got top speed of 20 kilometers per hour. You do reach that on flat ground, and you get there pretty fast because it's got a 410 horsepower engine. So you will shoot up to 20 miles per hour, and that's it. You stop there. You don't go any faster. 20 traverse speed is awful. You're going to need to train your driver. As soon as you can, you need to train him on clutch braking, because you're going to get into situations where people are going to try to surround you. Thankfully, this tank has a decent amount of armor, so a lot of times you can actually survive that and keep rotating and turning and hitting them. But you need the clutch braking to be able to do that quickly. So my guy's almost 100% with that, and I also use camo along with the camo net and the camo paint. I would recommend a gun rammer. Obviously, this is a DPM tank, so the faster you can load, the faster you can fire. Every little second counts, especially when you're dealing out damage. These binocs are also definitely a good investment, so you can sit and see farther, and that way hit targets that are farther away from you. And like I said before, the gun is accurate, so you can hit things far away and pretty much hit them where you want to hit them. It's a nice gun. A little bit about the grind. The grind for this tank is difficult. It's one of the more difficult grinds that I have been through. And the reason being is that you do not get a good gun for quite some time. In fact, you're going to have to earn 20-some thousand, maybe almost 30,000 experience to load that top gun. I believe that you need the tracks to mount it. I could be wrong about that. But you have to at least get this gun unlocked and then this gun. And we're going to look at something here. This is a 6-pounder that you come off of the AT2 with. Does 110 pen, 75 damage. That's okay at tier 5. It's horrible at tier 6. Then the next gun is even worse. What? You have to go to 91 penetration at tier 6? It's hard to hit anything with that. That was very frustrating. And so you're almost better off sticking with this gun, even though it does less damage. So this one does more damage, but way less penetration. The British tanks seem to do this in all of their lines. You seem to run into this. It's very frustrating. And then it's another 14,000 experience. So you're going to need at least 20. If you just skip all of this stuff and go right to the guns, you're going to need at least 20,000 before you get a gun that's averagely decent. This gun has 148 pen. Now you're talking on tier 6. You can hit most mediums with that and most tank destroyers, artillery. The heavies you're going to have some problems with. And let's face it, you're in a tank that goes 20 kilometers an hour. You're not really going to be flanking anybody. So you need to have that penetration to get through the front of those heavy tanks. And that's where this gun comes in. Yep. So and then 15,000 experience more. So really, by the time you've gotten through this 35 or 40,000 experience later, you are going to get the gun that makes this tank. And that is the 17-pounder. This is the same gun that's on the Tier 7 AT-15A premium tank. It's also on the Churchill 7. So the Tier 6 Churchill also has this gun. Decent rate of fire and 171 pen. That is much better. And in fact, I think, you know what? I'm incorrect about this. This is the gun that the Churchill 7 gets. And with the 148 pen, I'm positive that the Churchill 7 does not have this awesome gun. Because this gun is awesome. And especially at Tier 6. You can hit most of the Tier 8 tanks that you run across. You do little pecky damage to them, but you start hitting them again and again and again and again. And they're going to back up. They're going to start getting afraid. And while your opponents are hitting them, you're pecking them away. And they're going to die a lot faster. So this gun is good. And it was a very frustrating experience getting there. I'm going to tell you the truth. It took a long time to get here. But once you get this gun, everything changes about this tank. In fact, I used this gun. It's short and funny looking. And I loaded all HE for my grind through this gun. And the reason I did that was because it would do module damage every time you hit. So you could track somebody and just pow, track, pow, track, pow, track. And the guy, he couldn't even keep up. You know, they're like, you know, I forget what they say, but something like, you know, we've damaged them. We've damaged them. He couldn't keep up. He's like, we've damaged, because you just keep modulating somebody. So you could break every module in the tank. You might only do 5 damage to the tank that you're fighting against, but but you keep breaking their tracks and their scope and killing their commander, and you know, and so it's kind of a fun thing to do. And I earned a lot of experience. I found I was actually earning more experience doing that. So that might be a little tip for you, to use HE with this gun until you can get through it. And it goes fairly fast. But, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. This was not fun to grind up to its top level. But now that it's there, I really like it. I'm enjoying this tank a lot. So let's take a look at the stats. 800 hit points. Yep, that's a lot. I think the other tier 6s are all around 500. So with the exception of the SU-100Y, which is 600 something or 700 maybe. Yeah, it's really slow. Slow traverse, 20 speed limit, 20 traverse. 203 armor on the front. That's quite a bit of armor. But you have these weak spots here, here, here. You know, I've been penetrated right through the front before. So people that are shooting gold ammo that goes over 203, for example, the ARL-44, any of those French tanks, you know, they're going to go right through the front of this tank, even though you have great armor. If they hit you here, it's going to bounce, but here it's just going to go right through. Nice flat surface for them to penetrate. 101 on the back and sides. That's about the same as the KV-3. That's not too shabby, so you can do a little angling. That helps things. But, unfortunately, this gun, the traverse on the gun is only like... so you can barely move. The whole tank has to turn for you to shoot. So it makes it hard to angle and fire. You can angle to protect yourself, but it's going to be hard to fire. So, and unfortunately, because this is central to the tank and not off to one side, wiggling when you're not being shot at, as you notice even when I do it here, that that turret tends to stay in almost the same position on the screen, and so it doesn't really do you any good to do it, because it's not like, look at that outside gun. It's like, oh, I'm hitting it, I'm not hitting it, I'm hitting it up. But that center one, that turret's like right here. He's right up in the center. Nothing you can do about it. So really, you have to play this like a sniper. Once again, decent damage at 140. Really good pen at, or 150, I think. What was it, 150? 150. And 171 on the penetration. So that gun is really, and it's fast firing. Every 3 seconds or so, you're going to fire. So it's great. Okay view range, okay signal range, nothing to write home about. And so once again, I'm using Binox CamoNet gun rammer. Let's go ahead and take a look at the service record. Whoops, wrong button. Hey, but at least I remembered this time, right? So the AT8, 49%. And actually, I'm pretty close to... it probably would only take me 2 or 3 battle wins to get it up to 50%. This guy kind of hovers right around 50% for me. Average 590 experience per battle. It's okay. It's not great. But for this type of tank, it's not horrifyingly bad. Actually, if you look, my T28, which is tier 8, is only 638. So really, being within 40 of a tank 2 tiers higher, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I've gotten a top gun in this a couple times, but it's rare. Mostly you're just damaging stuff. You're not really killing stuff, but you're doing damage, and then the guys with the big guns are doing those final hits. But you get to poke at a lot of stuff, and it's kind of funny. So I'm going to run a battle, and then we will go ahead and take a look at another battle that I recorded from the other day where I did exceptionally well. Hopefully I'll do well in both battles, but you never know. So off we go. Okay, so we are in a crappy matchmaking situation, and to make matters worse, this is a map that absolutely does not favor tank destroyers. This is like the worst map for a tank destroyer. So I think it's not going to be a good battle, but I've been wrong before. This tank definitely can perform on lower levels, but it has to be in situations where you've got a chance to hide away and shoot. So doesn't look like I'm going to get that chance on this battle. But we'll see what happens. We shall see. Now, our team mostly didn't go hill. I don't know how I feel about that. Sometimes everybody goes hill, sometimes they don't. Sometimes one team goes hill, and of course that leads to a defeat. But if both teams just kind of hang around... I know that IS-3 went over here somewhere. But where? I need to... Oops. Get shot at. I'm gonna move forward. It looks like their whole team didn't go hill either, so that's good, I guess. What's he shooting at? Yeah, he's got a pretty thick... He's got a thick body. I need to get back. That BL9 or whatever is devastating. Keep him... Okay. There we go. I'm a little happier. I can get my turret a little bit hidden. Though not much, huh? Just try to stay hidden. This is not looking good. Oh, we just killed their AMX, though. I don't want to get too close to that guy. Once again, distance is your friend. Yeah. He's waiting for me patiently. Look at that. Great shot. We tracked each other. Enemy armor is damaged. Keep going. Backed out. Yeah. Okay. The track is fixed. I can Type 69 is going to help out a little bit. I don't know. He's going to go toe-to-toe with that IS. I don't know if that's a good idea. Ow! Oh, I got my gunner. Okay, I just need to back out. This is not a smart idea. Play the tank the way it's supposed to be played. We totally lost this side. So I think at this point I'm going to fix the gunner. I don't know if it's probably a waste of money. I'm really not going to be able to do anything against those tanks aside from just keep them pinned. But he's not going to go through the front. What's he thinking? Oh my gosh.
Cracks up. Let's go.
The Tiger, though, he's a softie. Yeah, he's going to have to keep hitting to me. Yeah. Oh, I should have waited. Okay, that prototype's going to pound into the side of the IS-3, hopefully, and get his attention. And there's 200 armor and a little bit of angling working for you. This IS-3, he's still looking for me, I think. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, I want that. Oh, he's going the other way. Dang it, keep your butt to me. Yeah, perfect. They nerfed the IS-3's turret. I don't know if you guys remember, but in one of these patches recently, they... It's time. Oh, come on. Can I hit him still? Oh, come on. Nope, I gotta move. Okay, there we go. There's the M12. I wish our artillery would take him out. Don't hit the dirt pile. Yes! Yes, we shall persevere. Thank you. We shall overcome. So, yeah, once again, the trick is patience, obviously. This guy's going to suicide. But, yeah. Didn't do a whole lot that battle, but I'll take it. Did 1,000 damage. That's about what you're going to do in this tank. Seems to be between 1,000 and 1,500 is my average damage when I run this tank with the new gun. So what you saw there was a situation where, yeah, look, I didn't do that great on the damage board. How do I do experience-wise? Yeah, better. So coming from the bottom tank, moving up into 5th position, that's not too bad. So I guess, as I've learned how to use this tank, it has become a game changer. Yeah, I just kept that guy busy and didn't do a whole lot of damage until the end when he turned his butt to me. But that's what you do in this tank, and especially in a position like that where you are, way low down in the team when you first start. You've got to. In fact, I was the bottom tank of the one surviving, but you have to just kind of draw attention, try to keep him busy, and I kept him busy long enough that our team could get into a good position to kill him. And I even bounced a shot off him. That was pretty amazing. But it does happen, and the angling works, and it's got good front armor, so just took advantage of that. Not that exciting to watch, but all right. So let's go ahead and run the amazing battle replay. It's not amazing. I don't want to get your hopes up that much, but it's a good battle. It shows you what you can do in this tank. All right, so we're going to join this battle already in progress. So the AT8 on its tier can be a game changer. Like I said, it's not always a game changer, but as I'm learning to use it and I'm getting better with it and knowing where to put it. Poor little T80. First victim of the day. Oh, someone else got him. This thing can be quite a little problem for the enemy team. You'll see me go to work here. And our team did almost blow it, but we were able to save the day. And I think my son is, yeah, Hockerman. He's playing the Dicker Max. He's up on the field there, and I'm yelling for help, and he doesn't come to help me. Like, Ryan, I freaking need help. He's like, sorry, Dad, I'm on the field. I'm busy. I'll never make it there. I'm like, Ryan. What a jerk. It's like 14-year-old. Thanks, Ryan. You'll see. But, you know, unfortunately the slow thing, it's hard to get it deployed. That's the trick, you know. But thankfully I didn't get deployed, because now all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, this KV's coming down. Yep. T-30-45 is scaring me. Those things can pen right through me in the back and sides because they have 170 some penetration. So I'm hoping they keep him busy up there. They didn't know I was here. Now they do. Now they're both facing me, but watch this. He's going to try to aim, doesn't even get a shot off. This guy hit my track. It's very common. They try to break your track and surround you, and he did. So I think I used my kit. But here's where having the training to turn your, what do you call it, the clutch braking, it's so important, because guys try to do this to you all the time. I mistakenly switched to HE. I'm like, 17? What? So that's okay though. We'll finish him off. Bye. And he just can't penetrate the front of my tank. So, but you can see there why clutch braking is so very important. And our team is now completely crumbled. But their team is crumbled also. There's my track gone. No repair kits left. But the KV-1S thankfully has a long reload, so I'm just hoping and praying he bounces the next shot. And at this point I'm like, Ryan, he's in the room with me. I'm like, dude, can you help me? He's like, no, I'm in the field. Yeah, there goes half my health. Right through the turret. But it's my turn now. My turn. And I figure if I keep moving, he's going to have a harder time penetrating me. So I'm trying to not let him break, not to let him break my tracks. And sure enough, he misses. Why he doesn't shoot me again, I don't know. Plus maybe I ammo racked him, but you're starting to yell for help from my team because Ryan's not coming. And he is busy killing the SU-100Y. Yeah, the other guy got him. Oh, he missed again, thankfully. I can't get my gun turned around, thanks to the wonderful traverse of the gun. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Might have gotten something there. Maybe I ammo racked him or something. He doesn't... I tracked him. That's what I was trying to do. The last 3 times I was trying to track him and kind of... Oh, he hits me again, but it's too late. And that is a tank-to-tank battle. M41's going to take a pot shot and blow it, thankfully. Yeah, that would have killed me for sure. And I miss him. And it makes me even madder. He gets away. Oh! Dirty rat. And I know the T-49 is going to kill them both. I am not going to be able to get to those guys in time to kill them. Yeah, T-49 got the one. And he's going to take the other one. I think. Yeah, first hit. And second hit. And he's done for. Beautiful game. Short and sweet. 1,760 damage. And that's a really good game. So, yeah. Not a bad battle. This is not premium. So, I made 17,000 credits. 26,000 was the winning. Not a 2x victory either. So, over 1,000 XP with a non-premium, non-doubled. And that's pretty dang good. Can see all the damage I did to the enemy team. Did over 1,700 damage. Love it. And it was a short battle. Short and sweet. Definitely hair-raising. Those couple minutes when I was dancing with that KV, I'm like, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. Oh, he's going to kill me. But look at that. Shots fired, 19 fired, 16 penetrated and hit. I received 8. I had 2 non-penetrating hits. A potential of 1,800, so over 1,000 worth of bounces. Yeah, so I'm very happy with the AT8. I almost regret selling it. I hate to have to sell it, but I really kind of need the credits because I'm not premium right now. And, you know, I don't need it. It's not something that I just play for fun. But as it's gone on, I'm kind of starting to have fun with it. So I don't know. I mean, I'm probably going to sell it now, and eventually I'll regret it and buy it back. But I'm really looking forward to the AT-15 and the Tortoise. And so I think, you know, once I get those, I'll be happy. But this has just been a great tank. And so I wanted to encourage you, if you're starting the grind, it is tough to grind through. It's mind-numbingly hard. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you can see all the battles I've had in the last couple of days have gone. Even the losses, I've done well. So it's a usable tank, and it's slow, and if it's not your play style, I understand. But if you like those slow and steady gets-her-done type tanks, that's what we're looking at here. So anyway, hope you have a great night, and I look forward to chatting with you guys on the YouTube channels and all that good stuff. And so be sure to subscribe as I will keep releasing videos. Have a great weekend.